Do or do not. There is no try.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Star Wars quotes.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
It's a trap!
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.
For this list, we'll be looking at the greatest quotes in Star Wars history. Do you have a favorite Star Wars quote for every occasion? Tell us in the comments. Number 10, more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. There are plenty of characters throughout film history who dropped one final verbal assault before their death. However, few have the same emotional gravitas as this one. Facing off against his former pupil, friend, and self-professed brother, Obi-Wan offers Darth Vader a sobering reminder with his now iconic line.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Just moments later, Obi-Wan sacrifices himself in the presence of Luke, knowing full well that his young apprentice would have no choice but to avenge him. Although it may seem like a defeat for our heroes, Obi-Wan proves even more powerful in death than in life. Obi-Wan 1, Darth Vader 0.
Run, Luke, run!
Number 9. Fear is the path to the dark side. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I miss her.
Afraid to lose her, I think.
What has that got to do with anything?
Everything.
If only Anakin had listened. This scene marked an important moment, Yoda's meeting with the young boy who would be instrumental in destroying the Jedi. When Anakin is presented to the Jedi Council, they're impressed by his potential, but Yoda also senses his vulnerability and the danger he may someday pose.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
The legendary Jedi Master's explanation of the links between fear and suffering worked not only on a dramatic level, but also provided insight into the Jedi Order's philosophy and outlook. Too bad that Anakin didn't take it to heart, but then again, he was just a kid missing his mom.
I sense much fear in you.
Number 8. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader.
If viewers can learn one thing from this line, it's that you should never call into question Darth Vader's belief in the Force, nor his ability to use it. When one of the Death Star's officers mocks Vader during a council meeting by referring to the Force as both sorcerer's ways and an ancient religion, Vader gets a little testy. He calmly walks over to the man, raises an arm, and proceeds to choke him to death using his mind. As the man gasps for air, Vader drops this little ditty. If you don't get chills after hearing this quote, you might just be a droid.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Number 7. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Easily one of the original trilogy's most memorable lines, Princess Leia's desperate plea for help set in motion a chain of events that is still at work today. During one of their first meetings, Luke seeks to understand what R2-D2 and C-3PO are doing on Tatooine. He casually and somewhat comically pats R2 on the head, and what the little droid does next changes all of their lives forever. R2 projects a hologram message of Princess Leia begging Obi-Wan Kenobi for help. Were it not for that message, Luke would probably still be on Tatooine whining about power converters. Number 6. I know. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Han gets more than his fair share of great lines. Or maybe it's Harrison Ford that makes them great.
Use the Force. That's not how the Force works.
One of Han's most iconic lines of all was famously thought up by Ford right before shooting the scene. As Han is about to be frozen in carbonite, Leia admits her feelings, and Han was scripted to say, "I love you too." Instead, Ford delivered a line that was more in character and managed to be both funny and stirring at once.
I love you.
I know.
Having said that, it might not be the best line to bust out in response to an "I love you" in real life, unless, of course, the other person is a Star Wars fan. Number 5, It's a Trap. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Take evasive action. Green food. Steer across the holding sector and geese over.
What makes this line great, besides the fact that it sounds freaking awesome coming out of Admiral Akbar's fish mouth, is both the inflection and the situation in which it occurs.
It's a trap!
It popped up in Return of the Jedi when Admiral Akbar realizes that the rebels have played right into the Emperor's dastardly hand. The quote has since been turned into an internet meme, and been sampled in numerous trap songs, for obvious reasons.
It's a trap!
Number 4, there is no try. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
During one of the many sessions in which he attempts to teach Luke to use the Force, and realize his potential as a Jedi Knight, Yoda imparts a little wisdom on his young apprentice.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
No!
After Luke says he'll, quote, give it a try, Yoda slaps him with a telling reminder that applies to both his current situation and the galaxy as a whole. It's a brilliant piece of writing, and a testament to the ability of the original films to impart messages to its audience that were actually useful in real life.
Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Number 3, I have a bad feeling about this. The Star Wars franchise.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
In a franchise that has made its name on stressful situations wherein characters are constantly knocking at death's door, it goes without saying that a line like this is bound to pop up on multiple occasions.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this, or some version of it, can be heard in every single Star Wars film, including Rogue One, though K2SO doesn't get to finish it.
I've got a bad feeling about it.
Quiet. The line's been used brilliantly as a way of bridging the gap between the franchise's various films,
I've got a bad feeling about this.
with everyone from Anakin to Princess Leia getting a chance to say it at one point or another.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Number 2, May the Force be with you, the Star Wars franchise.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.
Like our previous entry, this quote can also be heard in every Star Wars film to date.
May the Force be with you.
Han, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn, and even Admiral Akbar have said it, though the latter swaps out you for us.
May the Force be with us.
May the Force be with you is as well known, if not more, than the lightsaber itself. The quote is a unifier, one that connects all the Star Wars films, despite when they may have been released. It's a line that fans can say to one another to demonstrate their love of all things Star Wars without judgment.
May the Force be with you.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Chirrut's last words and a mantra for guidance in troubled times.
I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Jedi mind tricks only work on the weak-minded, like stormtroopers.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Hello there. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. A chipper greeting before a deadly duel.
Hello there.
This is the way, The Mandalorian. A quote that can be pulled out for many situations.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Use the Force, Luke. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Who hasn't told someone to do this?
Use the Force, Luke. Let go.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, I Am Your Father. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
The best movie quotes are the ones that transcend the medium, the ones that have become ingrained in pop culture, to the point where someone can recognize it even though they've never seen the film. This is that kind of quote. I am your father is the iconic line spoken by Darth Vader to Luke in the second film of the original trilogy.
No, I am your father.
Up to that point, Vader was nothing more than an instrument of pure evil. But with one little line, he was transformed into something much greater. This is the quote that will forever immortalize both the character and one of the greatest twists in cinematic history. No! Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.